Welcome to Uber Tales. Don't shoot the driver.
Or do.
Don't shoot the driver, man. We're just here to tell the stories.
Well, what are you shooting?
The shit is
For the
what we're
stars.
shooting right now.
Shots? Maybe. I don't know.
Don't give the shots to the driver.
Maybe. I don't know.
or
do.
a more exciting trip.
Exactly.
That'd be
A more
exciting
lively
trip.
trip.
Yeah. What stays in on the Uber Tales stays on Uber Tales.
What happens in the Uber stays in the Uber.
Exactly.
Except unless you get on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then we're going to
Unless
just...
you,
Yeah.
unless you make it to the show. Welcome to another Tales of Craziness from the Uber world. The dark side, the happy side, the sad side, the people's, what do you call it?
I think we need to reshoot this.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're just getting stretched out.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's how it works, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trust me, people will love it.
Exactly.
Well, okay,
This is
they
raw.
might not love it. Yeah,
Well,
this
yeah.
is raw.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Bodily fluids. There we go.
Ooh,
there we go.
okay.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say bodily fluids.
Yeah.
You guys have did that. So we're gonna just jump into the show today after we and you know what happens on the show stays on the show, and we don't edit because it's just kind of fun.
It's raw.
Yeah,
It's
it's
raw.
raw. We
Yeah.
do not edit. So gentlemen, watch your ums and ahs and your la-las and your pauses, and we'll just have fun. Today is so we're here with Bobby, Brad.
That one guy.
Yeah, that one dude.
That one
Bobby,
asshole.
Brad, and Joshua.
Just your resident
today.
asshole over here. We're good.
Now, we will be doing interviews with other Uber drivers, but you guys are the resident Uber drivers. You're the resident experts and storytellers here on the show. I'm just the producer and the host that tries to pull the creativeness out of you guys.
Don't forget the voice of the people.
The voice of the
You're the
people.
voice of the
Bobby
people,
is
Bobby.
the voice of the people.
Absolutely.
The other side of the show. Cool. With that said, let's just jump in. I think Joshua today we're going with the story from Joshua. So set the stage for us. It's a crazy night, day, morning, evening.
So mine's gonna be a bit of an interesting tale here. Okay.
Interesting tale.
So Park City.
Sorry. Oh, he's got us our attention.
Yeah. Park City.
Park
perked
City.
up.
It seems like all the good stuff happens in Park City.
Sometimes.
Some of the wild stuff, yeah.
Well, no,
And-
if you want really wild, then it's in your bigger cities. It's down in like Salt Lake or
Oh,
your
well,
downtowns
yeah,
late
true,
at night. But
even
yeah,
some of your sketchy areas.
exactly.
It's a little wild.
Sketchy.
But this one's a good one. This was a fun one. So I'm working Sundance Film Festival. Really,
Well, no, you're not working that. You're working
Yeah.
Uber for
Well,
the festival.
Well, obvious. No,
Yeah.
I was just out
Well,
walking, guys.
for
you
listeners-
never know, maybe.
Yeah. Yes, I'm driving for Uber, working the Sundance Film
So
Festival.
for listeners, what's the Sundance Film Festival? Guys, tell us. So some listeners might not know what
Yeah,
that is.
Sundance Film Festival is just a big independent film festival where people can come and premiere their movies. They get invited to show their movie and
Hopefully,
release it
so
to
it
the
can
public.
get
so it can get picked up mainstream
Yeah.
and be
So a lot of these are independent films.
correct. They're all 100% independent as
Okay.
far as I know.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
not completely sure if they're all independent, but I know that there's a lot of producers, directors.
Yep.
Kind of like there's actors, actresses.
Oh, yeah.
There's tons of famous people like Rihanna and just people along her status that show up and come to the festival.
The
Yeah.
festival.
Yeah.
And you are working it. So I'm
Yeah, I'm
assuming
working it.
that this is a prime time Uber
Absolutely.
time.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Lucrative. And you're getting paid a little extra, even from Uber. Just, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
it's-
supply and
Yeah, 'cause
demand.
it's supply and demand, and it's, they give like little promotions and stuff for working it. So I'm up there, and it's probably, I want to say around 11, 12 o'clock.
Still fairly early.
Yeah, kind of early, but
That's
also kind of
before
late.
people are too drunk.
Yeah, before they're super drunk, but they're still pretty drunk. And so I'm going to Main Street, and, I can see, I'm picking up a girl. So I was like, okay,
Main
'cause you can see
Street.
the name.
So there
Yeah.
is a Main Street
There's a Main
in
Street in Park City.
Park
Yeah.
City. and it's kind of
It's got all the
strip
bars.
it's where
That's the
all the
exciting area.
action
It's
happens.
all the action. Yeah.
Well, besides the house parties, but yes, it's
Okay.
it sets the stage for later in the night for the house party.
Absolutely. People go there. They hit up.
Is
all
this
the
where they
bars,
watch the
bar hop.
movies? Where do they watch the movies?
All over. So they
Oh.
have different venues. So like up in Park City, they'll have it's grown so big that they actually have venues down in Salt Lake now. So they'll do down in Salt Lake. They'll do like the Egyptian Theater up in Park City. They'll do like some other like locations up there as well. So you have like I think you have like 10 different venues or something like that.
Where movies are going?
Yeah, for 10 days.
Where
Yep.
their shows. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here you are.
So
you've gotten the call. So what
Yes.
what happens there? You
I'm just heading to my pickup.
But do you know
to go pick 'em up.
So when you get the call, because I don't understand how that works. I say get the call. I'm
get
assuming it's on an app.
Yeah, you get a ping
Yep.
on the app.
And,
Yeah.
and it's the first guy that goes, yes, that one's mine, gets it? Or how
No.
does that
So
work?
well you get it exclusively for yourself first, and then you
Oh, so
you
they
can either
pick
accept
somebody.
or
They go,
decline.
we're giving this to Josh. Hey, Josh,
Yep.
do you want this? And Josh, and does it give you any information like where they're going or anything like
yeah,
that?
well,
Very little.
very
but
little.
yeah, like
you get
it'll
an idea,
yeah.
a gist.
Do you ever say no, man? I can't do
Yeah,
that. I'm not
absolutely.
going to do that.
Yeah.
Why?
all the
get-
time.
Yeah, we do say no, but you do get penalized if you deny rides.
Yeah.
if you
So
deny
there's
something.
there's an acceptance rate that you have to be above, and a cancellation rate you have to be below.
Interesting. Okay. So,
So-
you saw it. It came on your phone.
Yep.
Did you see, hey, this is going somewhere? And you're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
you went-
And
Do you swipe it and say, yes,
you
I
swipe.
want that?
Yes, exactly.
So it's like everything is
Pretty
a
much,
swipe.
yeah.
You swipe right.
swipe
You say,
right.
Accept it.
And now I'm going to pick up Chloe. We'll call her
Ooh,
Chloe.
Because
Chloe.
it shows a name on there.
It does.
Just a first name? Never shows
Uh,
anything but a first name or what?
Yeah. I mean, it depends.
Just a
you know?
first name, yeah.
just a first name, and it depends too. Because like a lot of times, I'm just looking at the details of the ride. I'm not looking at like the
Exactly.
rider all the time, unless it's like really far. Like I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be in 30 minutes in the car with this person. Like I kind of want to see their rating too, because we can rate our riders,
Yep.
And so I like to
says
look at what
Charles
other,
Manson. You're okay.
yeah.
No, it just says Charles
It would
or
just say
Charlie
Charles.
or whatever they
Yeah,
put.
and they can put anything. I've picked up
Yeah.
some funny sounding
Z
people.
A.
Yeah, Z A.
Yeah.
ZA.
No,
Yeah.
just like the letter Z or the letter
Yeah,
A.
yeah,
Or,
you can
yeah.
look up
Oh,
anyone.
and
Yeah.
and it doesn't say gender or anything, so you just
Nope.
have to
No,
assume.
Exactly.
just assume. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Josh and I kind of have this little thing. It's kind of funny. So like we'll see a name and then we'll kind of picture who we think this person is and what they're like.
yeah, just like what they
Get
look
the
like.
Exactly.
story going in your head.
Exactly.
Like,
Let's
we're
see
picking
how
up Ziggy.
wrong I
What's-
can totally
what's-
be.
Well, we'll
what's
do it.
Ziggy
Yeah,
doing?
exactly.
Like,
We'll
we're
say-
like, and then it's
Yeah.
the
Ziggy Marley,
sometimes-
you picked up Ziggy
Yeah.
Marley?
No,
Holy
not
crap,
quite.
that's awesome. Did he offer
be
you
awesome.
some dope?
Maybe.
That would be cool with it. No, but we play that game, and then we never know who or what we're gonna get. And then
Exactly.
we see if we're on point or
Did you
off.
play this game with this
Nah.
word?
No,
No.
not this
time.
person.
Chloe, you said.
Yeah, Chloe. So I go
Keep
there.
in mind, people, the
Yeah.
names have been changed to protect the guilty. Sorry, to protect the guilty.
They're definitely not innocent.
Oh yeah, Brad, you know. Okay,
do.
so
And I don't. Just so everyone knows, Bobby has no idea what Joshua has just gotten himself into.
So this is a fun one. So it's Sundance Film Festival. It's very busy. You got a lot of people from all over the country.
It's just packed. The whole
It's
city's
packed.
packed.
It's extremely packed. And I mean,
It's like
You're
small
getting a-
town meets New York City.
exactly. You're getting people all the way from New York City to LA and everything in between.
Nice.
It's everyone. And it's all the people that love, film and stuff and would be part of the festival and all that stuff as well. So I'm going to pick them up, and it's a fun night. Everyone's out. The bars are packed. We're having the
And you're enjoying it
I'm
because
enjoying
there's
it,
a
yeah.
fun people. you're
Right,
taking
it's a
up.
vibe.
It's
It's
a
an
vibe.
atmosphere. You just
Absolutely.
feel it.
It's a fun,
even
it's a
even
fun
from just
atmosphere.
driving.
Yeah,
Fun.
because everyone's traveling in. Everyone's just trying to have a good time and enjoy the festival. So I'm going to pick up Chloe, and I don't know what I'm gonna get, and I get there to the bars, and and this is typical. You get the one rider that's requesting the ride, but they've got all their friends, which are going to come too, and
So it doesn't matter how many people. Does that add?
in some states it might.
I don't know. I don't think
personally-
it does.
It
but
doesn't.
I could be
no,
wrong. I think they're just trying to figure out.
They can shove in the car. You drive them wherever.
Pretty much.
Matter.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean,
know,
yes and no,
you can
but
be
yeah.
a dick about it and be like,
I am.
Yeah.
Hey, I only
Yeah.
got 4 seats, fuckers.
I'm not. Now here's where I shine. I'm not. I'm just like, yeah, back in. Go ahead, as many as you guys want. Apparently there's a law here. I mean, I haven't really looked into it, but there's a law here that as long as they're
Soccer
over
mom
the
rule.
age of 18,
They get the ticket.
they'll get the ticket. You will not.
There we go.
But there is also another law. I don't know if it's still in effect, but it's the soccer mom law. You can have more people in your vehicle
then you're supposed
than you have seatbelts, and that's okay.
Yeah, and I pushed that law to the max. By the way,
Sure did.
Ever
Which
since
is
to. Talk
I
about
learned
that
it.
another
story.
Yeah,
Another-
ever
yep.
since I learned that from Brad.
So you pull up to Chloe.
I pull up to
Beautiful,
Chloe.
sweet little Chloe.
Yeah, no, she wasn't.
Hold on.
She was beautiful, but she wasn't sweet.
Oh,
Okay.
Dun, dun,
So-
dun.
So,
That's not it.
so I get Chloe, and she jumps into the passenger seat, which is fine. She's the ride. She ordered the ride, and her friends all funnel into the back, and there was 3 of them in the back, and which
So
is
that's
fine.
a total of 4 ladies.
4 ladies. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You got to give me some
Yeah,
descriptions.
yeah, I
I
mean,
Okay,
edited them.
okay. I'll get
come
there,
on.
I'll get there.
Well,
So-
no. So you pull up. What's your thought now? Are they jumping and hopping and
Oh, they're
yay?
having fun. Yeah, they're holding each other and stuff. Like
They're
in their
holding
arms.
each other.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
they've got-
clearly
they're
clearly-
cold,
They're
they're
all
tight.
friends. Yeah,
They're all
and
tight.
it is cold outside. It's snowy.
What's
and
the
stuff.
dress? Come on, explain it to us. Hair
It's
colors, all hair colors. What's their hair colors? Come on, I need
Chloe,
a picture of
Chloe
them.
was like sandy blonde.
Sandy blonde.
And her friends in the back, they were kind of like something between blonde and brunette.
All of them? They all look fairly similar?
Maybe the 4th one had kind of like blackish hair. I don't know.
Don't
Kinda
say
darker,
maybe.
you
Just
know?
give us
Yeah.
just
It was definitely-
own it.
It was
just
definitely
own it.
darker hair.
She was a brunette from hell. Come on, man. You gotta own this.
Hey, I'm still trying to get the details on the girls.
Yeah,
I want to know
so,
more about that.
The outfits.
Well,
the
brunette
outfits
hair
Are,
is about the girls.
their outfits are essentially something
All
between-
long,
it's,
super long hair. Any short-haired ladies? Come on, you gotta own it, man. Come on, own it.
definitely the one in the back on the furthest right. Yeah,
Oh, she's the one.
She had short hair. Yeah, and
Oh,
she was
oh.
Well,
probably.
hold on. Like how short?
I'd say like shoulder.
Shoulder
length.
length.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like
What-
Meg Rhinestone, maybe.
Or
you know?
or the
Yeah.
lady in Resident Evil that kills all the stuff.
Yes.
Like that kind of
yeah.
hairdo.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, Mila
Okay.
Santa, I think was his name.
Yes.
Yeah, or like
Ooh.
that hair. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely like shoulder
Nice.
length, and
I
she was
getcha.
definitely the wildest. And we'll go into that. too.
Oh, so you're saying you already get the vibe the second they get in
they're-
the these
guys-
Oh, you
these
get the
ladies-
vibe
Guys,
before you that. You
have
can
the
see
vibe.
it.
They're coming
Yeah.
out of bars. They're having fun. They've been flirting. They've been dancing. It's a fun night. Like you can tell, and I can see their body language as they're getting in.
And they just got in a car with
It's
the
all
Uber driver.
Yeah, with the Uber driver, and maybe he's semi good looking, so they're gonna have their own fun, obviously. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying
then.
with me.
And so are
Yeah.
you.
I try. Yeah, I do my best.
Do you?
So pick
A
them
for
up.
effort?
Their outfits are something like kind of like light jackets, but going out to like kind of like clubs, going out to bars. I mean, they're dressed.
It's
for-
not too cold out at this time. Is this during the summer or when
No,
is-
this is during like winter.
Okay.
There's snow, but it's not freezing. It's not like snowing. It's not. It had snowed. There's snow on the ground, but it's not freezing cold.
What was the first word she said when she jumped in the front? Did she say anything to you? Like, oh, damn, you're cute. Or anything like that?
She asked me. She's like, "Do you Uber up here a lot? Do you Uber up here often?" That was the first thing she said to me.
Ah,
Yeah,
there
she's
we
like,
go.
Do you Uber up here?
Okay.
Do you come up here often? And to which I was like, yeah, all the
And
time.
then she
Yeah,
touched you
of
on your inner thigh.
course. Bobby's getting excited.
It is.
Okay.
do
let's-
you Uber up here often? And she grabs you
Yeah.
a little bit.
Well, no. She touched me.
Come on,
They're-
dude. You guys have got to learn. You just got to go with this with me. Come
Yeah.
on, I'm living vicariously through you guys.
No means no.
Yeah. So, but she jumps in. Her friends all funnel in, and they're loud and they're having fun. And I'm like, I like that. That's my favorite type of crowd.
Absolutely.
Good vibes, good
Fun,
energy, cute
enjoyable.
girls, whatever. It's all great. So I get their destination, and it's a ways off. You know, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes or so. It's a decent drive. So I've got, I know I got a little bit of
fun
time.
in the car.
Yeah,
for at
I got
least
a
10
bit of
minutes.
time.
Oh wait, maybe
guess.
that doesn't sound right.
Exactly. All times are wrong.
You got 10
yeah.
minutes.
Hey, you never know.
You know,
Gee willikers.
I got them for some time, and they, so I was like, hey, well, how's the bars? What do you guys drink? Because I used to bartend, so I always go there. I was just like, what do you drink? What do you
Connecting with the
absolutely
people, of
anything,
course.
And their drinks are pretty basic.
Some rapport going.
Just like vodka
Vodka
Red
Red
Bulls,
Bull.
just
Yeah.
simple stuff,
Did you say vodka Red Bulls?
Yeah, vodka
Okay,
Red
got it.
Upper
Bulls,
and a
yeah.
downer.
Which is vodka with a Red Bull in it.
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay.
pretty
All right.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
get-
basic drinks.
Just clear. Hey,
And-
these are listeners. We want to know the details.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So, I'm taking them. Now we're en route, and it's busy. There's so much traffic. There's people everywhere, but we're slowly making our way there. And as we're going, they were asking me, like, well, how's your night? All this stuff. And they're fun. They're fun girls. I'm like, oh, I'm having a great night. It's getting even better now. Now that you got you guys,
Oh, did you say that?
Of course I did.
Of course
Yeah,
you
of course I
did.
did.
Why would you not?
This
Why would
is
you
a
not?
gentleman that knows what he's
Yeah,
doing.
Exactly.
and it's more fun too, because they're
Well,
having
you're
fun, I'm
including
having
them.
fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're
So-
loving it. They're loving the attention.
I think they do. I think they did too.
The Joshua Mojo.
So off we go.
That's a good one.
And they're starting to have a lot of fun, like especially the girls in the back. Now everyone's pretty well toasted. They've
So you
clearly
can
been
see in the
drinking.
back well with your beer review mirror, or what?
I can see them in my rear view. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
There's three of them. Like they're completely like it's just if you look, it's just them.
Yeah. And you moving and you're talking to the girl.
I'm talking to them all.
your-
Yeah, I'm talking to them all. They're all throwing questions and laughing and giggling and stuff, and they're having a fun time. They've clearly been drinking. They're
Lively.
They're lively.
Lively.
No, they're sloshed up. Okay, they
Okay.
up.
they
I was
have
trying
been
to be a
drinking quite
gentleman.
bit. Yeah, well, I'm not.
But
I'm going to tell
fair
you
enough.
real. They had been drinking quite a bit, obviously. And I don't know who started it. I don't know if it was the girl on the left or the girl on the right, but one of them initiated, like, let's see if we can get the driver's attention, like, off the road. And so they start, like, touching each other, and they're tickling each other, and this is turning into, like, a weird, like...
Wait a
Weird
minute.
ride.
Wait,
From a
whoa,
show.
whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Touching each other.
They're
like on their ear,
No,
on
like
their shoulder.
their rib cage, like they're tickling each other, they're playing with each other. They're not
tickling.
at this point. They're not wearing their seatbelts. They're laughing. They're moving around. They're the
and
cars
it's
yeah.
the
Yeah, it's like hee hee hee. They're giggling. Yeah,
Oh.
and they're like one of them's like he's cute, and the other one's like oh I know, and I can hear them in the back, like saying all this stuff, and they're not being quiet. They're quite loud, even though I've got music playing.
And what's the girl next to you? She's just
The girl next to me
she's
is
not
laughing.
having as much.
She's
Oh,
talking to her friends.
she's
and
turned
like,
around,
Yeah, she's
looking
like
at
she's
them.
trying to be like, guys, stop it.
Oh,
Cut it
she's
out.
she's
Yeah.
being the worst.
Trying to be the
of
grown-up.
season.
Yeah, because she's the one that ordered it too.
Right. She doesn't want a bad rating.
Yeah, and she's got.
How
her
could you
seat-
get a bad rating with them flirting around with you? Oh my
You would
gosh,
think.
that's
I
a
don't
good
know. Some
rating,
people
right?
may not like.
Oh,
I don't know.
Maybe they
But
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm having fun. It's all good fun for me. But things start to get a little hey.
Okay, what is that?
One of the girls, the one with the short hair,
Oh,
on the back right,
the wild
one.
child.
She starts like stripping her clothes off.
Of
Like,
course
she starts
she
taking her
does.
jacket off. She had a jacket. She had this like I don't know the plaid kind of button down
Jacket
shirt
thing.
thingy. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she's literally taking the jacket off.
Wait.
And
Did she do it slowly or fast?
So I'm driving.
Oh.
I'm not looking in the mirror. I'm trying to put on a
You just
show.
saw some clothing
I can-
going
I'm
up in
noticing-
the air a little
I'm-
bit.
I can see her shoulder and I can see her, and I'm noticing she's starting to take her stuff off, and her friend beside her is encouraging her, like, okay, let's see if we can get his attention. Let's
So
see
they
if-
say that
I'm
they
listening.
say let's
yeah.
see if we can
yeah,
get
let's
his
see if
attention.
we can get his attention.
And you're
you
like,
know?
dude, you've got my
Yeah,
attention.
yeah. I'm like, well, you've got my attention, but I'm also trying to be a safe driver, and not wreck us. Yeah, I don't know what you girls are doing in the back. But you're getting all silly.
I'm just minding
And-
my business.
Exactly. I'm just innocent, Anyways,
Poor little innocent Uber driver boy.
So here, yeah, jacket's coming off. This plaid shirt thing is coming off, and she's wearing this like really thin dress, and you can see her,
Breastises.
her breasts are very visible,
Very
visible.
Put them on the glass.
No bra, just
No bra.
breast and
freely
nipples
free bound.
poking out because she's clearly cold. Maybe
She's cold. It's cold
nipples are
outside.
hard,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm seeing this. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, this is
Now
This is
driving it's imperative.
Right.
now it's
You
imperative.
drive safely.
Yeah,
So-
and while this is happening, her friends are, they're clowning around now. They're like, ooh, and saying all these things, and they're touching
Okay,
me.
you can't say saying these things.
Yeah, just
What did they say?
oh my god. I mean, they're saying all types of shit, everything under the sun.
Like I'm gonna lick your nipples or what? I mean, come on, give us anything.
they're like,
something.
oh, you're getting him excited.
Oh,
They're like,
there we go. It's
he's-
towards
Okay.
you.
Yeah, they're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, he's getting excited. The driver's gonna be getting excited,
And
they're
you're
calling
just
her friend in
driving?
the front. No, I was running at this point. I'm driving, bro. I'm not going anywhere, Bobby. Okay? I'm literally in a seat. I'm trapped in here. All right.
How many times did you swerve? That's
I-
the bigger question.
You know what? I am a professional driver. Scouts on there. I never swerved. I'm always on point.
Thank goodness
All
for
right.
auto steer.
But he did.
So-
Yeah, that is the
But-
good thing of having a Tesla.
right.
They're and while they're doing it, and they're having fun with me, and that's cool. I'm a cool guy. I'm okay with that. They're talking to Chloe in the front. They're like, Chloe, look at his lower. Is he excited? Is he getting excited?
Oh,
Can you-
they're
Is he
asking
standing
her.
at
yeah, 'cause
attention?
she's
Did
up
we-
in the passenger
did
seat,
we
and she's
get it?
like, she's looking over at me, and she's like, oh, you guys are, you guys,
Horrible.
yeah, you're
Calm
horrible. You
down.
guys stop. And they're like, but he does look like he's happy or something because I'm smiling. I'm
That's what
grinning.
she said.
Yeah, I'm just grinning ear from ear
She
because I'm like,
said
this is
he does look like he is enjoying the conversation.
because it's
Just a
silly,
little
and,
bit.
and I'm playing with them too.
And
I'm
there's some
rebounding.
stimulating things to see on the road.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah, absolutely. So we're going, and they are literally just bouncing. They're having fun, and I'm laughing, and we're all laughing. And then, I usually rest my right arm on my armrest, or it's not an
course
armrest.
you
It's like
do.
a center
console.
It's a center console.
Of course you do.
And it's, yeah,
Everybody
just
does.
to be casual.
Yeah, it's-
So and I've got this cool kind of like EDM style, like funk music playing. Yeah, just to keep it lively, like
House music?
Yeah, it's a fun night. You want fun kind of party music. Yes. And so this party music's playing. These girls are not wearing seatbelts. They're all lively.
One
in
of
the
them's half
back,
naked.
lit up. One is pretty damn,
Very perky.
Yeah, and that dress thing she's wearing is like
It's like one of those where
Like the
it's
V-neck.
what's the
where
word?
you
Is it
sit at each second.
sequin kind of dress thing? I don't know if
You're
that's
asking the
right word.
wrong guy.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
What
I'm
is
not
the-
dressed. I'm not dressed
the,
guy, but
the mesh,
her-
not mesh, but what is that called when it's see through?
it's so thin, the
Yeah.
material, and like the outfit's like it's like the stomach's exposed, the top of the chest is exposed.
Oh,
it just
goodness
meets in the
gracious.
middle,
What-
and it just like rests on her.
Can you
her boobs?
rate her? What would
1
you
to 10.
Maybe an 8 or
Okay.
9.
Okay.
Wow.
She's beautiful.
She's
They're
a
all
nice.
beautiful.
Okay.
These are LA girls. They're
Oh,
all
they're
from
all
LA.
from LA.
Every one of them was
Oh,
from LA.
goodness
They were just here for
gracious.
the
Okay.
Sundance Festival. Yeah, they're all
Oh,
from LA.
goodness.
And
Was,
they're here to have a
I
fun
guess
time.
I have to ask then. Were they real?
Were they real? What? Oh, her breasts? Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, they weren't like.
Were they androids? Is what I was trying to say. Were they
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
they,
yeah.
they're
At
from
first I
LA.
was like-
You don't know. They could be androids.
Yeah. Well, I thought you meant like were they
From LA,
actually
you never
girls?
know.
I was
Were
like,
they
Bobby, what
actually
you asking?
girls? These are
What
chicks
are you
with
asking?
penises.
I don't know. Anyways,
I thought it was understood.
No.
Were they real? We were
Yeah.
talking about.
yeah, no, her breasts. They were clearly unmodified. They weren't big. They weren't huge. They were smaller breast.
Nice.
A cup, B cup.
I don't know. Cups,
Okay,
Brad.
now
Anyways,
that's
yeah.
misogynistic.
Half and half.
Brad, I don't
Come
know.
on.
I don't know.
Well, I guess I'm
I held them
misogynist.
for like 20 seconds and figured it out. I
right.
don't
You
know.
just beat
Yeah,
me to the
they were-
question.
Yeah, maybe.
They were smaller,
Okay.
but very
Okay.
perky. you
Okay,
know, and-
real. All
yeah,
right,
I
we got the
yeah,
picture now. I
yeah.
think I feel
Yep.
good about that
So
picture.
they get onto this
Arm
kind of-
is on the armrest.
My arm is on the armrest, yeah, and there's music going. They're bouncing around. Everyone, then they're kind of
You're
dancing
smiling.
too.
You're
I'm
like, wow,
smiling.
this
I'm
is
just having
great.
fun.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I picked these girls
Exactly,
up. This
good
is stuff.
vibes. This is good stuff. And I
She
hear
grabs
this,
your penis.
No, I hear this like it was like a this pop sound, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" Like this loud pop, and I feel stuff touching my right, like stuff comes over my arm. I look, it's fucking glitter, like all this pixie dust glitter all over my arm. Yeah, I was like, "What the hell?" And so now there's like pixie dust floating in my car, like in the air, like a like what do you call it? Like a pume of freaking pixie dust just float. It's all glittering. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And Chloe's like, oh my God, you guys are going overboard. Like, stop it now. He's trying to drive.
Did they have some kind of explosive pixie dust
dude,
thing?
At this point, I was like, I have no idea what the hell is going
did that.
on. Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but I have got to focus on this road. It's so like I'm gonna get in a wreck if I give any more like attention to what the heck's going on.
That's it. I'm a professional.
Yeah,
I'm a professional.
Exactly. So I'm like, but I'm looking at my arm like, God, there's pixie dust all the way up my wrist, into my hand. It's in the air. I can see like it's like in the light.
Down.
I can see the
It's
shimmering,
the shiny.
Yes, I can see it. And I'm like, what the hell are they doing back there?
Are they still back there? Maybe they were magical and they just disappeared.
No, they were there. And we're having fun. And
were
so,
all their clothes still on?
I mean, like I said, I am focusing on the road.
Okay. Yes.
I did try to take a quick, just like peek back, like what the hell
what
was
happened?
that? Yeah.
Did you ask them?
What just?
Or are you just driving? Did you ask them? Like, did anybody explode back there? Are you guys okay?
At this point, I'm
Did
laughing.
you guys been eating Pixie and farted out Pixie? What happened?
At this point, I'm laughing, and I literally I look over at the Chloe. And I'm like, what the hell?
Should I be worried?
This is ridiculous. Yeah. And in the back, they're like, oh, they're like, this night we can still have fun. And they're like, we didn't meet anyone at the bar. Oh. And I was like, oh, shit, where's this?
Is that a hint?
Oh. Is this a hint? It definitely was. And they're like,
you're our last chance, Joshua.
This happens more often than you'd realize.
It
they
sure
go out
does.
for fun to pick up dudes. It doesn't happen for whatever reason.
No lucky.
And there happens to be a
Uber
semi-attractive whatever Uber driver, and now it's just
game over.
So they're like we were at we were having fun. They're like, we want to keep having fun. There's like wine. There's like bottles of wine and drinks and stuff. I guess at their place I'm taking them to, where they're staying at this like hotel. This
the resort.
Okay. And I'm thinking like, oh shit, this is
getting real.
It's about to go down.
This is getting real. And so my brain at this point is spinning. So we're getting near to where I'm going to drop them off. I've got maybe 3 or so minutes, and they're like, they just pitch it literally in the back. They're like, it'd be so fun if you came with us. And I was like, in my head, I was like, it'd be probably crazy as if I did. I was like, this is going to get wild. And there's like 4 of you. So yeah,
Poor
and at
little
this
girls
point,
that have had no connection
they
tonight.
got no stimulation for the night other than save maybe possibly me. And so now in my head, I'm like, this could be
an epic story.
on another level. Yeah, because
be.
There's literally 4 of them. They, as far as I know, they are just going
LA
back to the
girls.
LA girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's. I'm pretty tame. I control myself as best I can, and but I'm like,
the key is,
hell, this is
yes? Come on.
You got to feed the beast. Come on.
This is a
Joshua.
very serious, offer, because how often?
Oh, it is.
And they're not. I want to be emphatically clear. They're not unattractive. They are all very beautiful.
All 8s and above.
At least they're very beautiful girls. Wow. They're very lively. They're fun. They've got good energy, good vibes. They're cute as hell. I'm like, oh God damn! How do I get in these bad situations?
Is that really a bad situation?
This is a bad situation. Interesting.
Oh, you boys
I would
can think
hate
what
to
you
see
want,
what a good
right
bad. What's a good situation?
Like, it's a good situation. Yeah, Well, look, 4. You can be fucking Casanova, right? 4 girls. You need some stamina. You need some energy.
And a little blue pill.
Well, I ain't quite there yet, Brad.
Hey, you're getting up there.
I'm sorry, Brad.
No, not me.
Whoa! Don't talk about us old guys like that, man.
No.
Hey, everybody needs a little help.
Maybe a pick me up, like a Red Bull or something, But no, I mean they did. They're
need
like
help from your friends.
They just put out there like it'd be really fun if you came with us, came back to our room with us. And I was like,
had a drink of wine.
And I was usually just, I'm like, well,
we were gonna watch
why?
some TV.
Yeah, I was like, with you girls, I was like, I don't know if I'd survive the night. That's what I said as a joke. And they're like, don't worry,
we'll make sure.
We will
yeah,
take
they're like,
good care.
They're like,
of
don't
you.
worry, you're gonna have,
Joshua,
it's gonna be a good night.
I have a feeling you are gonna let us down, Joshua.
You know what? You know what, boys? You know,
The way this
I'm
is
not,
going.
I'm not going into details about anything.
Oh,
that.
wait
But
a
I'm
minute.
gonna tell you, you know, this is okay, that's there's the Uber tales, and then there's the there's
After
Joshy
hours.
tales,
Live.
the after hours, and I'm not going into details on stuff, but
Okay.
I will say this. I would say that only so many times
Did
life
you
opportunities
park
come
the
up.
car? That's what I want to know.
I did park, and I had to park, to make sure they all got out safely because there was a lot of them.
Okay.
So I'll leave it at that. I won't go into any.
Were you
Joshy
parked
details.
there for more than 2 hours?
Bobby's like, he's like,
This
it was
is
8 minutes, wasn't it, Josh?
so what was it's 8
It was 40.
minutes.
Yeah,
47
it was,
seconds.
it was 2.5 minutes, wasn't it, Josh?
Well, thanks, Joshua. Gee willikers.
Yeah. No, I will say this.
So
that,
we need we need a Patreon, after
We do.
Uber Uber tales.
We do.
Look, this is one of those things.
far
Like,
as you
I
go.
always don't want to go into very specific, especially because I do have my own level of privacy, but I don't mind sharing
Right.
the stories to a degree,
Right,
but
to a
I do have
degree.
my own privacy, and I would say this that they were a
said
lovely
what
bunch
happened.
of girls, and you know what?
And the wine was good.
I would just say,
Tasty.
yeah.
Red or white?
I'll leave it to you boys. this is where it's like Josh signing off. This is where my part ends. But this
so
is the
many
real
things.
side of especially when there's events happening and people are out having fun and girls
Exactly.
are getting sloshed up and,
And
they're
you're
like
the
wasted.
last chance.
Yeah, last chance or who knows?
chance at
Or
Fun.
first?
Or first,
or
or
first, who
you're
knows?
you're the love of their life.
Maybe
You never
not
know.
all of them were even straight. Maybe they
Yeah,
were
you
all
never know.
Goodness
you know?
gracious, he just
Exactly.
put some more stuff.
No, I'm not going to
Oh,
say anything.
my
I'm just going to say,
goodness.
So, but this is life, and I've told Brad, and we've talked about it. You got to have a little fun. You got to enjoy yourself too.
You do.
Always be trying to, make good decisions for anyone listening.
Make good
Make
decisions.
good decisions.
And the goodest decision you can make is go have the wine with those girls.
Go have some fun.
Yeah. So there's my story.
I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I'm sticking to it.
I just. So, did you do any more driving that night?
Let's go with yes. Let's just say
Let's
yes.
go with
8 minutes and we're back on the road.
Yeah, but you can't even drink the
if I'm gonna
wine.
be honest, I don't. No, I don't think I did. I didn't. I didn't that night, actually.
Gosh, I'm. I'd love to keep talking, but my imagination is,
Running
I'm having
wild.
a whole lot of fun right now in my head.
You know what? It scares me. I don't want. Like I said, Joshy signing off. There's the Uber tales, and then there's my own Joshy tales. Yeah. So, but that's my tale for you guys.
Yeah. No.
And for the folks listening,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
absolutely true.
And
raw. Just
And
is
if
what
check
it
out
is.
the Reddit article about what happens after the Uber driver picks you up, because I'm sure that it's on Reddit somewhere. That
Probably.
That would be interesting.
of
That would
the
be interesting.
story.
I've never
Yeah.
looked into it. That could be.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, Reddit loves that crap, man. Reddit
Oh,
will
I'm sure they
take that
cobble
stuff
it up on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people share their stories. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be hell. That'd be interesting as hell.
That would be.
I wonder
God
if
almighty, I hope
any-
there's no pictures.
There's no pictures, which means there were pictures taken.
Maybe.
Oh Lord.
I was wondering why she had that phone stuck up the. Hey Julie, what are you doing over there on the ceiling with the camera?
Oh my God.
You never know.
I just came for a glass of wine.
I'm purely innocent. I swear.
Sure.
And the show, they were just showing their show.
Yeah, exactly.
They were
Yeah.
acting out the movie they saw, right? And just wanted your 2 cents
You know what?
about their acting ability.
I can't go into.
Oh, I know you're not going to go there, but that means I can.
Absolutely.
I can
Go where you
all over.
want, Bobby. I won't ever stop you.
I'll stop me eventually.
But
Gosh,
will I
I'm
stop
sorry.
you? I don't know.
Oh, I don't think Brad. I don't think you'll stop me.
Maybe.
I think
Depends on
you
what it
will
is.
come along for the
Oh, well, yeah. Generally speaking.
generally speaking. I'm still dreaming about that situation. I just, gosh, there's so many fun things. I bet I am thinking more fun things than you did.
You know what? You know, it's like that hindsight,
Right.
There's a balcony.
Life works
there's some
like
swinging.
in the moment. You got to perform sometimes. You ain't got all the time to
Gotta perform sometimes. When you're asked to perform, it's your duty, people.
Yeah,
Well-
sometimes you just got to stand at attention and do your business.
Attention and do your business.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's that simple, people. So now you know all of those stories that you've heard. Yeah, they're true about Uber drivers. They're true.
Well, not all of them, but some of them.
No,
a lot of them.
No, they're all true.
Well, ours are, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've heard wacky stuff before, from writers, like someone will be like, oh, and then the girls just have sex with you, and I'm like, listen to this chick, I'm like, oh, I mean, things like that can happen.
They do.
That's real, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's real, and I've heard these types of stories before. I don't know, if people really do them, but I mean, it's
them.
there.
They really do them.
Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Yeah, well,
I just-
So,
well, there you go, people. That's another episode. We do probably want to do some. So we have Uber gripes and Uber
Delights.
delights. Uber gripes and Uber delights. And were we thinking we were going to hit some delights today?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with a delight today.
And we're going to hear from Brad about the
yeah.
delight.
So I personally, this is just me. I love it when people are engaging and talking and asking questions because it makes the
Especially
ride.
like when they
Yeah,
invite you up
exactly.
to have some,
Exactly.
have some wine and some
And some
treats.
fun.
Some treats.
Sure.
good
Treats.
conversation.
Good.
When they invite
Yes,
you.
Absolutely.
when they invite you for some good conversation.
I mean,
and-
it's always like,
oh my gosh, I have got so many.
We're
things on
all
my
right?
mind.
It's so awkward when you just get somebody in as a passenger and you're trying to make a connection with them, and all you get is one-word answers.
Yeah.
So it's so refreshing when somebody comes in and they're happy, they're ready to chat, they're ready to have a good time.
Interacting with you.
Exactly.
and
It makes the
just joking
fun
with you. It
makes the ride
so
funner.
much better. It really does. You just
I
enjoy
can see
yourself
that.
so much more.
right.
Yeah, well, there you go, people. You just gotta, have fun with the Uber driver. Just
Exactly.
not too much fun.
Well,
And
Well,
fill
I
the
mean,
Uber
if you
driver
want to,
out
you
too,
can, yeah.
because some of them
Fill
they
the
don't
Uber
like,
driver out.
Yeah, their vibes and stuff. Some of them
Absolutely.
don't like
That is
some of
true.
them
You
don't
you
like
got
to
it.
talk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
really?
I've had many rides where they're like, the Uber driver never even said hello.
Exactly.
They didn't talk to me. They never talked to me.
I don't get that though.
And then they'll tell me, and I know Brad's the same. They'll say, like, you're so great because you're actually chatting, and like I'm really enjoying talking to you, and
yeah.
But I guess not all Uber drivers really talk to their guests they're picking up.
maybe they've just been doing it too long.
Could be. I don't know.
Or they're just introverts.
It could be introverts, could be a language barrier. I mean, I don't know. I think there might be a few different reasons of why, but yeah.
But you guys personally, both of you really enjoy it when the people want to talk and
Absolutely.
and have a good time with you and connect and
100%.
and that's something that you guys
Oh,
like
absolutely.
about Uber driving.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you got to remember. I mean, for me, like a big reason why I do Uber is because it's a business development activity for my day job. So I want to know about these people. I want to know who's in my car. I want to be able to make that connection and see if there's some synergy there.
Yeah, and I know you because you say that, this is interesting to me. Because Uber does some things to say, hey, you can't sell to people in the car and that kind of thing. But you do it more to just kind of understand.
Well,
the
yeah. I
people
mean, I want to know who's in my car. Like, I want to
and
know
what's going on
Yeah,
in the world
exactly.
and the connections.
And if you listen too, like they'll tell you who you have in your car. Like,
And,
you know,
and do they sometimes ask, hey, what do you guys do other than
Yeah.
Uber? And you can kind of
exactly. And
Yeah,
that's
well,
where
I
I
do
expand.
this.
Can share.
Well, and the way I do it is like I set it up so that way I'm building off of the information they're giving me, and then I just kind of subtly put in things that spur the conversation in the direction I want to go, which they tell me what I need to know. And then I know how to pitch to them or even bring it up or not bring it up.
there you go.
So yeah.
And then you drop them off and they go on their merry way.
Yeah, or if there's a connection, we'll exchange contact info and I'll
you
give them my
guys-
information.
Yeah, and you guys have connected in a lot of different, not just fantasy things.
in that world.
Yeah. There is for sure that, but there's also connections in
Oh,
a
absolutely.
lot of other ways.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And that's just it. Is like, I mean, you never know who you're going to have in your car. And the way I look at it from what I'm trying to get out of it, like when I outreach to people for my day job, they can ignore my phone calls. They can ignore my emails. But if you're going to ignore me in my car, you're just an asshole. And I don't want to do business with you.
So you might as well say what your day job is, because I mean, are you okay with that?
Absolutely.
Because I mean, you're saying that, man, as a listener, I'm going, well, what the hell do you do? Come on, Brad, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I sell people for a living. That's what I do.
You sell people for.
I sell
think
people.
that's
That
called
sounds-
slavery.
yeah.
No. That was
Damn,
abolished.
we just okay. Forget I asked. For everybody that's
Never
listening,
mind. Yeah.
there's no. He sells people.
Sure do.
Jesus Christ. You couldn't have pitched it a little less controversial.
No.
Yeah.
Think about it this way. Okay.
Okay, I think we need to dig a little bit deeper before people start calling
Right.
the
How much
police.
am I worth, Brad?
So,
yeah.
well, I
What-
don't know. After the last story.
yeah.
Hey, thank you.
You get 150 for him and 50 for me.
Okay, that works. No, so like I pitch it that way because I do staffing and recruiting. And
Aha!
I love that.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we dodged
No.
the bullet.
I love that I pitch
Brad
it that
ain't
way.
this today.
Right. I pitch it that way because it's gonna make people remember me.
Yeah.
It's thought provoking, and it's something that's gonna say, "Oh yeah, remember my one Uber driver that sells people?"
I like it. That
that's
is
why
a
I
cool
say it.
little pitch, a little in. So you've done that before when people say, well, what do you
Absolutely.
do? You
Yep.
go, I sell people.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they've got to know what that means.
Well, it goes.
Or they've just realized,
Yes.
oh shit, I just got in the wrong car, and
Well,
I am
yes.
off to Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe
crap.
just depends.
I'm waking up in an ice
Exactly.
bath
Is the
without my
gas coming
kidney.
through the vents right now?
Right. And that's
Let me out!
exactly.
Let me out!
Personally speaking.
And Brad drives a Tesla, and a lot of people don't actually know how to open
Exactly.
the door from the
Back door,
inside.
yeah.
They
It's
do.
got
They'll
that
feel
little
trapped.
button.
Yeah, they
It's
don't
not-
know.
Exactly.
Like, God damn it, where's the handle?
Get me out! Get me out!
Handle.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I love though, is because it's so thought provoking. It makes people say, "Well, expand more," and it usually works two ways. People are usually kind of this awkward silence, and then I let it linger for a little bit, and then I launch into what I do.
Oh man,
Or-
you let it sink because you know
Absolutely.
they're probably thinking, is he taking me to the underground airport?
Yeah. Usually I get, "Well, what does that mean?" I says, "Well, what do you think it means?"
I'm like, I got in the wrong Uber. That's what it means.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I fucked up.
But there are people that actually know, and so
Funny
they're
that you
like,
draw
okay.
it out. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
absolutely.
That's pretty funny.
I have
I don't
to,
know.
man.
I'm with Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Not sure what it
Are
is.
you gonna have my skin or
Yeah.
what?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder, would Uber driving be a good thing for a serial killer?
Ooh, I don't know. That is a good
Let's,
question.
if we're gonna go there, we might as well
Well,
go as dark as we possibly
I
can.
mean,
No.
it would because it's all tracked.
Oh,
You know, everything's
Yeah.
tracked. Your
that-
movements tracked. Your
yeah,
pickup
but you
locations tracked.
you drop them off, and you know now where you dropped them off at.
Yeah, well,
But
a
it
lo-
could-
it
they
could
may
be a
not
lot
be
of-
at
they
their
may not live there,
place. Yeah,
and a lot of
exactly.
people. A lot
Yeah,
of
but
people.
you could go back later. Jeez, I sound like I am freaking
Yeah, I
thought
don't-
about this.
Maybe you're the
Bobby
serial killer.
should-
Yeah, I'm like, jeez, wait a minute. I sound
I was like,
freaking
I can
insane.
find out where
Oh,
they
my-
live.
Right.
I've watched too many of those. My wife loves the crime shows. We
Ah.
watch a ton of those crime shows, and I just, people casing the house for
Yeah.
days on end before they go do the deed or whatever. I'm like, Jesus, seems like a Uber driver.
So
they can.
people think about this because I've noticed a trend, especially with women. I will drop them off probably a block or two from wherever
Wherever
they
they're
actually live. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how do you know that?
Because I can see them. They get on the sidewalk and they start walking, or I'll literally drop them off. They're like, right here's fine, and I'm looking. I'm like, it's just sidewalk
Right.
and people's like backyards.
Interesting.
So I don't know where they actually live, and they start walking, and I'm like, okay, so
And
clearly
then
they
if
don't
you
live
follow behind them, that would probably
Yeah.
give
here.
them
If I did, they'd give an inkling, like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like
He's gonna sell me.
Or, he's gonna sell me.
You already said
Yeah, exactly. So.
that was a ruse about the staffing thing. He was
Right.
trying to get me to lay down my.
I
my
now know where
shield
you
down.
are.
Oh
Yeah.
crap!
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that I've wondered about that, but I guess
I have
it's
seen.
not.
I've heard
There's probably
stories
better
of stalking. Yeah.
of Uber guys
Yeah,
stalking.
Stalking. Yeah, that does happen.
Well, it does happen, and unfortunately, I have seen some stories from a local perspective where people have met from Uber, and unfortunately,
it's not turned out well.
No, it hasn't turned out well.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, that's something. This is now public service for us to tell you.
Absolutely.
Be careful on both ends.
Both ends.
Don't just go running up and drinking wine with 4 girls, unless it turns out okay. And they're all smaller than you.
That they're smaller than you.
And if they're only
be
half
careful what you're
clothed,
drinking,
too.
too.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Bring
okay.
your own wine.
Wow. Well, this has been an interesting show. It's been good, guys, hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And everybody out there, we will see you next time. It's been a beautiful thing hanging out. So, we'll see you next time for Uber Tales. Don't shoot the driver.